we did have a betrayal. We talk about RK Bro, who's going to turn on who. We had one on Raw this week. Nikki A.S.H finally turning on Rhea Ripley. And obviously, I think a lot of us thought it would be the other way around. They're going to be booking Ripley as the babyface going forward. I'm a fan of this. I think Ripley is over. I mean, listen, I think she could have thrived as a heel. I wanted to see her beat the shit out of Nikki because that superhero shit, I know you've liked it. I fucking hate it. I think it's stupid as hell. They finally turned her heel, though, and they're moving forward with her in this role with Nikki A.S.H, and I don't know if she's going to be like a delusional superhero or if she's going to be a super villain or just go back to doing what she was doing before as the crazy sanity chick type stuff. I don't know. But I'm glad we finally got this split. They could not have waited any longer on this, I don't think.
No, I think it was the perfect timing. I mean, I didn't hate it. I mean, Rhea, I was shocked. I thought Rhea would be going heel, but I think she's over as a face. And like I said, maybe we can do like a super, like you said, not a superhero, but a super villain. I honestly don't hate that. I think, like you said, you hate the Nikki A.S.H shit. I mean, it's better than where she was before. She's somewhat credible. She's decent enough in the ring. I'll let it slide. And hey, maybe now that she's super villain, they can team her up with Alexa Bliss because now she's back puking blood again. So you have super villain and the Fiend.
Alexa Bliss, she's in she's doing therapy.
Stupid.
It was fucking dumb. Your thoughts on the segment?
Well, I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to think? I don't know. I mean, I think we were hoping to get the old Alexa Bliss. I mean, I think she's fine in the Fiend character stuff. I just, at this point, don't need to see it. I don't need her with supernatural powers and telling the light guy when to shut the lights off. I mean, I prefer her as, like, the 5 Feet of Fury Alexa Bliss. I mean, I think that was fine. That's where she made her career off of, the Fiend stuff. It just doesn't do much for me.
Telling the light guy to turn the lights off, is that true? I feel like that it's magical superpowers.
The whole superpowers in wrestling thing needs to go.
Malachi Black can turn off the lights too.
It's awful.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the whole Alexa Bliss still being the super. I figured she would come back as that because that's what she was doing before she left. But I'm hoping the way they're bringing her back, I feel like if she was coming back with the exact same character, then why wouldn't you just bring her back? Like, why would she be going to therapy? So I'm hoping this leads to her some sort of a gimmick change or going back to doing what she was doing before because it's pretty bad.
I was going to say, what do you think the end game is? I feel like they have to do some tweaking. Like
they have to.
Yeah.
Because why else would they put her in like, why wouldn't they be doing this while she was injured a month or two ago when she couldn't compete? I don't know. I just feel like she would have just come back as a... If she was going to be doing the exact same thing, they would have just brought her back randomly. And I actually like... If this does lead to a gimmick change, I appreciate the effort to explain why she's going to be different upon coming back and not just going to be 5 Feet of Fury without explaining what happened there. Because they spent so much time on the heel Alexa Bliss evil thing. You couldn't just have it go away instantly with no explanation, although they do that a lot. So we'll see. I mean, it's garbage, but as long as they explain it away, I'm okay with that. But back to Rhea real quick. What is her trajectory? I mean, coming off of the main event on the show, Doudrop is the new #1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship. Becky specifically cost Bianca the win, which tells me, unless they do it at the February Saudi show, which you know is coming, or the March show, maybe they'll do Elimination Chamber in March, who knows. I feel like Bianca is the WrestleMania match. So Rhea, would they do her in Nikki at Mania? Would they save her as a title challenger for after WrestleMania? What is Rhea Ripley's trajectory specifically, you think?
Next few months, I mean, maybe you can do her and Nikki, it seems like. I mean, I don't know how long you could really throw that one out for, but, I mean, like you said, Becky cost Bianca, so it seems like that's the direction they're going with towards WrestleMania. So, I mean, technically, you could still have her. I mean, you could have her win the Rumble and maybe face Charlotte, but besides that, I really don't know what you do with her in the interim.
Well, yeah, so who's your early pick as of now to win the Women's Rumble? I feel like Rhea was my pick for a while, but coming off what we saw with Bianca, I mean, I don't know if I would hate the idea of Bianca winning twice 2 years in a row, because we haven't seen that one for a long time. We've never seen it with the women. And it just makes sense, and I feel like it would be impressive for her to do that. I mean, she could always win Elimination Chamber. I said this on hashtag yesterday, but I don't know. I'm not opposed to it as much as I thought I would be, I think.
Nah, I don't really want Bianca to win 2 years in a row. I don't love that idea. I would probably say Rhea, honestly. Like I said, if anything, you could have honestly, what would be, I mean, not that it'd be perfect, but have her come down to Rhea and Bianca again, and then just have Becky cost Bianca, and then Rhea wins. And then you go that direction, and then Rhea goes towards Charlotte.
Yeah, I could see that. And then Rhea finally gets her win back, or Charlotte wins again.
No, Rhea gets her win back.
But Charlotte doesn't remain undefeated against Charlotte or against Rhea?
Well, there you go. It's perfect. It literally is perfect. You get the Raw match that we need because Bianca and Becky have been feuding for a while, and that's basically where they're going. And then we get Charlotte and Rhea again. Book it.
But Rhea already got her win back over Charlotte last year, I thought. No, she did. I'm just kidding. She beat her every single time.
Okay, so there you go. Perfect.
That's not a bad idea. Whether they actually do that or not is the question. But, yeah, I mean, on paper, though, it sounds like a good idea. Thoughts on Becky and Doudrop at the Royal Rumble for the Raw Women's Championship?
Perfect one-off match for a Women's Championship.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's perfect. I think it's literally the exact... For a special like this, I think Liv doesn't... It's not Liv's turn. If you're going to do Bianca WrestleMania, no need to do it here. Doudrop's the perfect opponent right now. I have no issues with it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good Rumble match, and it's a fresh match. Doudrop's not going to win, but, I like it a lot.